So welcome back. Today I'm going to show you why 2-2 is the better 10 frame Punisher than 1-1 and why Yoshimitsu's punishment needs a little buff. I'm going to go quickly through this. If you don't know, 1-1 is Yoshimitsu's 10 frame Punisher. It's a high mid, it's +4 on hit and it leads you crouching. Sounds good, right? You cannot sidestep right from this direction and you should be in a good position, right? Actually, you're not, because sidestep block is avoiding almost all of his options, and if they do a good sidestep, they will not even have to block it. Down forward 1 whiffs, down forward 2 gets blocked, and if you do a deep sidestep, it whiffs as well. Next option is down forward 4, where even the small sidestep block will evade the mid-checking tool. Now we have crouch dash 2, which will clip them if they do a deep sidestep, the one where you evade the down forward 2. But if you're gonna do a small sidestep and block, yeah, this will happen. And it's -14, so you're gonna get heavily punished for this. The only thing that clips you is down back 3-3, which is -6 to -7 on hit. Which means that the move is almost... after this move hits, the offense is over. The only thing that I found which is good to do in this situation is down back 4, which is -1 on hit and you cannot sidestep it. You can sidewalk it, but then you have the crouch dash 2. Yeah, and I think I don't have to show you like 4-2 whiffs, tsunami kicks whiff. If you go into full crouch, it's not a true mix-up. There is actually a very fair share of moves that are useless after this. And I will quickly show you how different this is if you use 2-2. 2-2, I never used this move actually to punish, to be honest. Because I really love 1-1. It's a simple punisher. It's instinctive. It feels natural. You can just do it even if you're panicking, and that's why I always use this as a punisher. But now I'm realizing that 2-2 is a much better punisher. It gives you 1 frame more of advantage, which will lead to 1+2, Kicho 1+2, being unsteppable. There are some instances where the first 2 hits will hit and these last 2 hits will whiff, which happens a lot on Lily in this situation, so you have to keep that in mind. But you cannot sidestep this, you cannot sidewalk this on hit, you cannot backdash it on hit. You cannot interrupt it on hit. It's a true safe option here. The low, of course, is not. I think you just have to sidestep. No, sidestepping is gonna get clipped. Let me take a look. I know sidewalking works, but sidestepping is gonna get clipped. Let me do a deep sidestep. Yeah, looks like it. No, if I'm holding back. No, see, a deep sidestep will beat it, which of course is pretty annoying because then you only have the mid. But I really love back 2 in this situation. You cannot step it in either direction on hit, and they never know if you're gonna do the extension because it's slightly delayable, and some people still are not familiar with this move. And of course you have D4, which is my overall whiff. Back 2 is my favorite option because it's plus on block. You're gonna still end up in Kinshu and +3. They cannot step it, of course, it's a homing. They can duck it, but a good player won't duck. If he's thinking that you're gonna do the low, he's just gonna sidewalk it to get more damage. But yeah, for this you actually have to commit to the duck. The last thing, I don't even know what I recalled there. Oh no, it's still 1-1. So as you can see, 2-2 is a way better punisher. I'm gonna quickly show you the situation after down 4-4. Down 4-4 has a very similar situation as 1-1. but with one big problem, they're not in crouch. So you can even step everything to the right, and it even gives you a lot of pushback on hits. I don't know why they did that. So for instance, something like this is easily avoidable by backdashing. And even if you're doing what I showed you before, like the down back 3-3, if they're just stepping, they can step the first hit and then block the second hit. So I don't know why they did that with the pushback. It is really, really bad. The only thing that I like to do after crouch dash 1 at max range, if I'm predicting a backdash, is a CD1. Because it's very likely that... Why the hell did he... Oh god. If they backdash in this situation, they're gonna block the shallow, the crouch dash 1, and then they cannot punish it. So that's the only good thing I know from this situation other than partying. Actually, I'm starting to use this afterwards. The situation is so bad. Yeah. And the last punisher I want to go over is his back 2-2. There are some people who use moonsault afterwards. I like to use crouch dash 1, sorry. Or I'm just using while running 3. I'm gonna show you why I use this set of tools afterwards. So first of all, the moonsault is good if they attack roll. Most people know that, but that's really the only instance where it's beneficial for you. If they quick rise, they can punish you heavily. If they, even if they get hit and they get up, they can like do it like a demon flip and kind of get behind you. Even if you back roll, you have enough time to sidestep and launch you. But with the crouch dash 1, it's a pretty good situation to do if they quick rise and they block it. Can I please block it? It's the same situation, they will block it shallow, so they cannot punish you for it. And if they attempt to punish you, you can punish the punish attempt. Something that I really like to do. And yeah, the while running 3 is good if they quick rise or back roll, but of course if they side roll, it's pretty bad. Maybe nice to note is if you're doing a crouch dash 1 and they do a get up kick, you're of course gonna launch them. But keep in mind, if they're doing a Chinese get up, you're gonna get hit. So, to his wild standing punishment, I think in this game it's pretty good, because if you do this, you have the same situation after, like you do after 2-2. So Kicho 1 is unsteppable and uninterruptible, and if you punish someone with this, of course it's plus 14. So yeah, they're not even able. I will double check before I say that, but they shouldn't be able. Yeah, you're not able to step even this, so everything should be unavoidable. The wild standing punishment is okay, but their standing punishment really needs some improvements. So as long as 1-1 stays like this, please use 2-2 to keep the pressure on. And one last thing I like to show you, one thing that I really love to do is 2-2 into Kicho and then up 1+2. That's how I get the helicopter stance working, and from here you have the grab, you have the plus on block high jab that is a natural hit launcher, and of course now this gives a very damaging counter hit tool, and it's pretty fast. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, just because you're hitting the 2-2 doesn't mean that the this is not interruptible, because the stance transition is very, very slow. I will show you. And I didn't use remote for quite some time, so as you can see, it's easily interruptible, but you should get your opponent to the mindset that he shouldn't interrupt here and he shouldn't step yeah, I hope this helped you out, and I hope the developers will think about his 1-1 and how to make it better. I mean, it's high mid. I actually sometimes use it as a checking tool because it's -9 and you can duck flash, you can do some stuff afterwards, but as a Punisher, 2-2 is definitely better. I hope this helped you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.